Okay, this is the Chapter 5 Review 2 answer key. We'll look at this hopefully quickly here. So, the first problem is if 25 is less than 25, which is false, then this is skipped or ignored, and then this statement is printed because it's not part of the if structure. Number two is if 87 is less than or equal to 100, which is true, then we're going to go into the if clause and we're going to print apple, and then we're going to print orange, and then since this statement is not part of the if structure, it will print. So we're going to do apple, orange, and pear. Alright, number 3. If 87 minus 25 is greater than 2 times 25. Okay, so this is 52 is greater than 50, which is true, then we're going to print apple, and else is ignored. That's all. And then we go down to 4. And so 100 plus 87 is 187 is not less than or equal to 150. So the if clause is ignored, and so we do the else. Alright, number 4 or 5. Alright, so if we evaluate all this, we have 100 divided by 12. We want the remainder of okay, so we want to do the 100 divided by 12 and find that remainder. And so if we do the problem over here, you'll see that 12 goes to 108 times. 8 times 12 is 96, and there's a remainder of 4. So this is actually 4. This is 4 plus 4, which is 8. Is it equal to 12 minus 0, or 12 plus 0? And it is not. So this if clause is ignored, so we do the else clause, and this prints the pear and the banana. And then since fruit, this print statement is not part of the if-else structure, then we print that. It will always run in that case. Alright, so then we go on to number 6. 100 is less than or equal to 100 is equal to, and so we jump in here. Now this is a nested if, so this if clause, which starts right here and ends here, is going to be executed. Within this if clause is another if structure, and so we engage the if statement, the Boolean expression 87 is not equal to 12. And so we're going to ignore the if clause in the nested if structure. And then we're done with this if structure. And so, whoops, sorry, the if structure goes to here. And since this line is not part of the if structure, then we're going to print orange. Alright, let's do 27. In 27, we go with the if statement. 25 is greater than 18, so we're going to jump inside the if clause. The if clause goes from here to here. And in the if clause is a nested if-else. And so we go to the if statement first. And since 12 is not less than 0, we skip the if clause. And then we go to the else, and we print orange. And then we're done with the whole if structure, and now we print pair because pair, this statement is not part of the if structure, so it always is going to print. Alright, let's look at number 8. And in number 8, 87 is equal to 87. And so we're going to jump inside the if clause, which starts here and ends here. And in the if clause is an if, nested if. And so 25, is it not equal to 25? Well, 25 is equal to it, so this is ignored. The if clause is ignored for this nested if. Now, here's the tricky thing. Okay, I'm going to back up on number 8. I'm going to start over because I should have said something else at the very beginning, which would make this more easily understood. So it says if 87 is equal to 87, which is true, we have the if and the else. And so what we're going to do, because since the if is true, we are going to ignore the else. So this is ignored. And so now we go back up to here, and because this is true, we're going to jump into the if clause, which, as we said earlier, starts at this brace and ends at this brace. And so we do the if statement, the Boolean expression, and this 25 is not is equal to 25. So this the not equal to makes this a false statement. Since this is false, this if is then ignored. And there's no else to go along with this if. Notice these are on a different indentation level. So this is the outer if, and then this is just only a single nested if structure. Then we go down to system.out.println pair, and since that's not part of any of the if else structure here, then it is printed. It prints pair.